Gamma Ghetto Spokesman, man. Another video. I mean, it's been real limited because the amount of censoring and abuse that's been taking place by the liberal social media network giants in the Silicon Valley, such as Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and that kind of stuff. Is just really, I haven't really had a lot of time to just keep sitting doing these, but I just got this thought that I got to get off my chest, and it's the simple fact that the thought is that all of this corruption has been going on with the government and with Brandon and Clapper and Comey lying on all the networks about this informant that was placed in the Trump campaign. They're trying to call him a confidential source. It don't matter what label they give him. At the end of the day, he was a snitch. He was an informant. He was inside Trump's campaign giving information about whatever he could hear about Russia. Not only was he doing that, he was also making attempts to bribe members inside the Trump campaign. He approached Papadopoulos. He approached another guy named Sam. I can't think of his last name right. Sam Clovis. He approached him. He approached another guy. I think it was Carter Page. He was placed there by the FBI. So now they out here on all the networks, MSNBC, The View, and whatever the liberal network they can go to, and trying to distort the facts and trying to distort the truth. At the end of the day, even if they thought the Russians was trying to infiltrate Trump's campaign, they had no business placing this so-called confidential source. He was an informant inside Trump's campaign. And Trump has every right to be outraged. So does the people that was running that campaign, because that campaign belonged to Trump. It was his business. And at the end of the day, Russians, they continue to use this Russian narrative, although it's been no information brought forth whatsoever that the president did this. Yes, he had some associates in his campaign who had ties to Russians, but there's no evidence linking these people to those emails that were leaked. And on top of that, the DNC didn't even have their server examined by the FBI. Now we know why, because it was all a fix. That's why they didn't turn over the server, the DNC. That's why Hillary Clinton was allowed to smash her Blackberries and bleach bit everything. And if you look at the amount of information, and if you look at the amount of intent when it went towards the crimes that Hillary committed, we know it was crimes. When you look at how they scorching the earth and pursuing our current president that was elected duly with no evidence of a crime whatsoever, when you look at the two, the scales of justice is clearly like this. They're uneven. And it's to the point now to where they don't even care. It's in the open. The president states what he think about it in the open, and we as citizens, we know what the truth is. No matter how much the media lie and try to spin this narrative, we know that they hate the president. They show it openly every day. We know for a simple fact that it was an informant placed in his campaign so that Obama could spy. Right back at the top, it all lead to Barack Hussein Obama, who I keep telling y'all, man, is not an American loving president. You read his book from his father, My Father's Dreams. His father hated America, man. And Obama didn't like America. That's why he was always on these apology tours trying to apologize for our domination of the world. And the simple fact of the matter is this: the classified documents pertaining all of the information to this investigation, President Trump at the end of the day will have no choice but to declassify this information and disseminate it to the public so that you can view it, I can view it, even if it obtains sources and methods that shouldn't be exposed. It has to be exposed. It's the only way the truth is going to get out, because Rod Rosenstein and Jeff Sessions is a coward. Rod Rosenstein is not going to allow Jeff Sessions to appoint a second special counsel. So the only way that this information is going to get out is that President Trump, he has the power and authority as the head chief officer of the whole entire Justice Department and everything. He can declassify whatever he wants. So he is going to have no choice but to declassify this information so it can be seen what took place, what they did during this campaign, how they botched the Hillary investigation, purposely exonerating her before she was even investigated. Yet they want to investigate the president, and Mueller want him to sit down for an interview when there ain't even no evidence of a crime. And if I was the president, I'd tell Mueller to kiss my ass. I wouldn't sit down for no interview for him. He's not worthy of an interview. Mueller is a snake. All of the 13 Democrats he hired, from Andrew Wiseman and some of the other ones, are all snakes. Andrew Wiseman has been reprimanded several times by the New York State Bar for his dirty tactics and his exceeding not even zealous, but his exceeding authority, trying to just nail people. And so, the simple matter of the fact at the end of the day is that if we didn't have Sean Hannity and the few other people that's out here pushing for the truth, we wouldn't know nothing. Because if it was left up to liberal CNN, MSNBC, and the other networks, they don't even report it. The Republicans came together the other day, about 12 of them or 8 of them, and called for a second special counsel. You didn't even see it on the news. I didn't see it on the news until I saw it on the video. So the mainstream media really is the enemy of the people when the presidents say they are, because they are. And I know for a fact that the media is the biggest problem with the country, the biggest, because the deep state is weaponizing and leaking through the media and trying to control the narrative. And whatever Trump say through Twitter, they all try to spend the whole entire day debunking it on the networks. This is what we up against. You as a citizen, me as a citizen, we should demand better than sit around and watching these liberal damn networks all day long distort the lying truth and sit here and claim that they for democracy. The CNN network, the MSNBC network have destroyed the fabrics of democracy in this country, and so has the Democrats. But with their lies and their propaganda, they've weaponized the intelligence agency, and they're using them on dumb Americans that's liberals that have no better, that know no better. We know better. I know better what's going on. Comey is a liar. McCabe is a liar. Bruce Orr is a liar. His wife is a liar. Peter Strzok is a liar. Lisa Page is a liar. All of them are liars. Rod Rosenstein a liar. Chris Wray is a liar. Jeff Sessions is a liar. Trey Gowdy is a liar. Lindsey Graham is a liar. All of them are liars. And we as a people should demand that our government do better than this. We need to get them out of their term limits. But at the end of the day, the president will have no choice but to declassify this information and make it public, even if it contains methods and sources, or sources and methods. Because the DOJ is stonewalling Congress, who clearly has oversight over these entities that they created to make sure that they can rein them in when they get out of control like they are now. This Gamma Ghetto spokesman, I'm the drop at. Y'all stay up and watch what's unfolding, man. This is a very crucial time in my life, your life, and in the history of this country. Regardless of the slavery or whatever your shortcomings was as a minority of this country, it's still a great country. And it's at stake right now because the deep state is at war with the duly elected president, something we've never seen openly. But it seems to me that Donald Trump was chosen, that he was the right bull to fight this fight. Because in the face of all this adversity, he's still smiling and getting the job done. So y'all pray for the president and his family and pray for one another. Because this time calls for it. Gamma Ghetto spokesman. Peace. Some locked in solitude, curse the day of their birth confused. Who's to be praised? The mighty dollar.